What's up, guys? This is former Springbok and Rugby World Cup winner Brian Havana. You're watching Gareth Mason on Walking Tall with G-Man.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're focusing on doping in rugby, and today I want to highlight 5 Springboks who were caught for doping. Now, obviously it's a topic that's been spoken about quite heavily with the likes of Aphiwe Dyantyi on the process of being banned from rugby due to being found guilty of taking substances. Now, it happens all around the world. It happens in schoolboy rugby. It happens everywhere, which is sad because, one, it can affect the life of a rugby player. Look at Aphiwe Dyantyi, a young, talented player whose career is pretty much destroyed for now. Could be banned for 4 years. We've seen schoolboy rugby, you're taking substances at such a young age. It could destroy your career because your body's just not ready for it. And number two, it's dangerous and it can affect your life because it will mentally scar you. And three, it's cheating. Plain and simple. You're trying to get better than another player by taking a substance. It's cheating. Plain and simple. Now, the topic's obviously been brought up because Neil Francis accused the Springbok rugby team of doping and all that jazz. And obviously, schoolboy rugby, there was cases in the Craven Week of 5 kids being found out this year. Brian O'Driscoll has gone out and defended South African rugby and said, until proven guilty, or a player can be proven guilty or has failed a test, then only you can accuse. But the Springboks tested and they were positive. Only Aphiwe Dyantyi failed the test. So silence that one, and thank you, Brian O'Driscoll, for that. But now in today's video, I want to look back at past players who have failed drug tests, because it's a topic that we need to talk about, because it needs to be raised awareness to prevent this, because I don't think people know the serious causes of what this can do to a player's career, and also to prevent it, because the youth are the future of the sport and they shouldn't be taking substances. I've heard of cases where 14-year-olds are taking substances. At 14 years old, you don't have much knowledge of these things. How the hell can a kid be taking it? Is it influence from a coach, a parent, and shame on them for doing that if it is the case? Or are they just learning this stuff because technology and the internet is a big bad world that teaches us these things, or you have the opportunity to research, etc., etc. It's a pressure pointed topic because you're under pressure, you want to be better, so you take these substances. It's wrong, it's blatant cheating. But anyway, going to the topic, we're looking at players, and you'll be surprised to hear this one, and I don't think many people actually remember this. Johan Ackermann, former Lions coach, is now coaching Gloucestershire, if I'm not mistaken. He, in 1997, was found after traces of nandrolone was found in his system. He was banned for 2 years of playing rugby. And he said, I had to work all my way back. He said rugby had just turned pro, and the guys had started to sign contracts. I was on the verge of signing pro, working with the police. He said I was limited financially, so I thought I could finally buy my first career car, did it in a house last year, and all that stuff. So to enhance his career, but he got his career back, and he became the oldest Springbok to play at 37. So he's kind of a success story where he learned his way from it. But still, no one would have thought the great Johan Ackermann. Kobus Visagie in 2000, former Western Provinces Springbok tight head prop. Visagie failed a dope test after a Currie Cup match. Shocking. Johan Goosen, remember him? 2010, South African rugby was rocked by 3 under-19 players who failed drug tests. One of them was Free State Cheetahs fly-off Johan Goosen, who was named 2010 Craven Week Player of the Year. He received a 3-month ban. He tested positive for a very long name, and this substance is believed to be stimulated the central nervous system to increase body's metabolic rate to give an energy boost. He was banned for 3 months. Obviously, not as serious as the steroids and all that jazz, but it's still a problem. You need to take it. And if we remember Johan Goosen, a talented rugby player, he took the world by storm when he played for the Cheetahs. But very much so, he got injured so much. That's why he pretty much didn't get a big spot in the Springbok squad. Could this have been because of doping in sport? Because it can produce your muscles quicker than your body needs to develop, and then problems happen like that. Johan Goosen. And then one who we all know, Chelly Boy Pele, he was caught on a few occasions. A former Springbok who tested positive for anabolic steroid drostanolone during an out of competition test in 2014. This youngster had a very big career ahead of him. There was a lot of potential for this youngster, and he could have been South Africa's first black captain if he hadn't done that. He was banned for 2 years, and he was kicked back from Toulouse. He returned to action to play for the Sharks, but was again in hot water before the start of the 2019 Super Rugby campaign when evidence of another type of substance, a growth aid for livestock, was found in his blood following a random test. There we go. Ashley Johnson, not quite familiar with this youngster. He's a former Springbok and Cheetahs flank. My apologies. In 2018, former Springbok and Cheetahs flank Johnson was banned for 6 months after failing a drug test while playing for Wasps in England. And here's your number 5. So I can't remember Ashley Johnson, to be dead honest with you. But these are sad occurrences that are happening in sport. And I mean, I'm only outlining South Africa. There's an article I just read. 8 Welsh rugby players now banned for taking drugs. So it's obviously players within the provincial. It says so no professional Welsh rugby players, but 8 Welsh rugby players were banned. So it's all around the world. It's a problem. Something needs to be done. World Rugby needs to get their arse into gear, and every provincial organization around the world needs to get stricter, and they need to. So New Zealand Rugby Board, South African Rugby Board, Australia, England, Ireland, blah, blah, all of them need to put more pressure on schools to test at a young age to prevent shit like this happening, because it can destroy a career. It can allow these kids to grow too fast for their own bodies, and it can destroy a career where they're injury prone for the rest of their life and have no future. It's once again cheating. And to peer pressure or parent pressure, you see it in sport where the parents are more passionate than the kid. It puts so much pressure on the kid doesn't know what to do. He then goes to either taking a substance in order to do better, to impress the parents, or it just makes him not want to play the sport and hate the sport because their parents are trying to live out their dream through their child, which is heartbreaking, because sport is a game for fun, for passion, for love, and also money. We're seeing all these big contracts being thrown around overseas. I mean, there was a bunch of school kids in South Africa that were taken over to Europe to further their careers there, and we're losing talent like this. But obviously, other kids want to have a career like this, so they take a substance to enhance their performance so that they can also take that test. But common sense, you're going to be tested. You're eventually going to be caught. Come on, boys, don't do it. Focus on the game. Play for the love. Do not cheat. Do not take these substances, because it can destroy your career. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on this particular topic. Again, I've only focused on South Africa because there's more information here for me. But I want to see if you guys have articles of around the world, and then I'll definitely expand the story, because it's something that needs to be spoken about and awareness needs to be raised, because this is shocking. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you found it interesting. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.
Subscribe to his channel for more rugby content. You won't regret it. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.